And that he saith, the new covenant he saith, made the old first old, now that which should decay, waxen old, is ready to vanish away, chapter 9. Then verily the first covenant had also ordinances of divine service and a worldly sanctuary, for there was the tabernacle made, the first wherein was the candlestick, and the table and the shewbread, which is called the sanctuary, and after the second veil, the tabernacle which is called the holiest of all, which had the golden censer, and the ark of the covenant, and were laid round about with gold, wherein was the golden pot had manna, and Aaron's rod at bottom, and the tables of the covenant, and over in the cherubims of the glory shadowing the mercy seat, of which we cannot now speak particularly. Now, when these things were thus ordained, the priest went also always into the first tabernacle, accordingly accomplishing the service of God, but into the second, who went the high priest alone, once every year, not without blood, which he offered for himself and for the errors of the people, the Holy Ghost, is signifying that the way and the holiness of all is not yet made manifest, while as the first tabernacle was yet standing, which was a figure for the time then present, in which we were offered both gifts and sacrifices, but could not make him that did the service perfect, pertaining to the conscience, which stood only in meats and drinks, and the divers washings and carnal ordinances imposed on them until the time of Reformation, the Christ being come on a high priest of the good things to come by a greater and more perfect tabernacle, not made with hands, that is to say, not of the building, neither by the blood of goats and cows, but by his own blood he entered in once into the holy place, with having obtained eternal redemption for us. For if the blood of bulls and of goats, the ashes of a heifer, sprinkling the unclean sanctify, the purifying of the flesh, how much more shall the blood of Christ, who through the eternal Spirit offered himself without spot to God, purge your conscience from dead works to serve the living God? And for this cause he is the mediator of the New Testament, and has by means of death for the redemption of the transgressions that were under the First Testament, that they are called, and actually receive the promise of eternal inheritance. For where a testament is, there must also of necessity be death of a testator. For a testament is of force after men are dead, otherwise it is no strength at all while the testator liveth. Whereupon neither the First Testament was dedicated without blood, for when Moses had spoken every precept to all the people according to the law, he took the blood of calves and of goats, of water, and scarlet wool, and hyssop, and sprinkled both the book and of the people, saying, This is the blood of the testament which God hath enjoined unto you. Moreover, he sprinkleth with blood both the tabernacle and all vessels of ministry. And almost all things are by the law purged with blood, and without shedding of blood is no remission. It was therefore necessary that the patterns of things in the heavens should be purified with these, but the heavenly things themselves with better sacrifices than these. For Christ has not entered into the holy places made with hands, which are now the figures of the true, but into heaven itself, now to appear in the presence of God for us. Now, yet he should offer himself often, as a high priest entereth into the holy place every year with the blood of others, for then must he offer often have suffered since the foundation of the world. But now, once is the end of the world, hath he appeared to put away sin by the sacrifice of himself.